Welcome in to yet another amazing episode of the Power Hour. And right now, it's old school Power Hour with Steve and the urban sensation C-Red.
What's going on?
And we'll be joined by Rion Skills very shortly. And then we'll be joined by our special guest. His name is Skylar Reed, a member of the Kings of the Six, the Canadian Anarchist. So we will talk to him very soon as well. Boy, what a time to be alive in independent wrestling in this area, huh, Red? We got about 5 shows to talk about.
Too many. But
Where do you want to start, Red? Where do you want to go first? Do we want to talk about C-Red versus Blue Lucha?
We want to talk about Sunday. We got to start Friday. Let's deal with Friday first.
We got to start Friday.
Mr. GM.
Hey, listen. People keep messing with me, and like the principal and the Breakfast Club said, you mess with the bull, young man, you get the horns.
Well, you see how that worked out for him.
Man, look at you. Got that big stick, usually doing cigarettes these days. Now you're back to the Havana. Look at you, regal.
I always do the sticks for the show.
Business is picking up for the ARC.
Well,
and there he is joining us live in spectacular Rion vision is Rion Skills. I don't know where Rion is right now. I'm not sure Rion knows where Rion is right now.
Rion's lost.
Rion, where are you at? Turn on your audio, damn it.
Can you hear me?
Now we can.
Yeah. I got a guy behind me trying to figure out what the fuck I'm doing.
So Rion is on mobile remote as we talk about all of this stuff. We expect Skylar Reed to join us in about 15 minutes. So he will join us and we will talk about all things Kings of Six. Now all I can see is Rion's steering wheel.
Right.
Oh, there's Rion.
There we go. And we can't hear you.
We can't hear you. Now we can hear you.
Now we can hear you.
Now it's gonna be just like last week, fading in and out. Boy, that was loud. I didn't hear much. But we got some views. People watch the show. They love the amazing Amazon Natasha Crane, and they gave us some of. Now Rion's outside a car.
He might be outside your house.
Rion's a vigilante wearing the Robin logo.
Yeah, well, it happens.
And that's Rion. That stands for Rion, not Robin, right?
Yeah, we'll go with that.
Rion should go for red.
Rion is walking in very shortly to the place in which IPW.
No. Wait, hold on. No, I'm not. I'm actually walking in the 5 Below. I'm not sure if you can see that. No, I'm not going.
Apparently, Rion is going to shop while we are doing the Power Hour. This is off script. This is going to go badly for everybody. So Rion Vision decides he needs some goods, $5 or less. So let's see what he finds. I have a feeling our budget is going to blow the wad here.
You go ahead, keep talking.
All right, okay. So CSW this Friday night, Franklin Park. Oh, what a show we've got for you kids. Did you see the little promo that I made on the Book of Faces? I mean, Travis from JFW podcast was mocking my turtleneck. And you know what the funny part is?
Oh man,
what's the funny part?
Wait.
I got nothing to drink with. Nothing.
The funny part is I wasn't even wearing a mock turtleneck, yet he was mocking it. Okay, that was not as funny as I hoped. It would sound a lot funnier in my head. Well, we got our first shot of Jim Beam, so we're ready to roll. Friday night. It's all about the champ, isn't it? Wherever we go, the champ. CTW, we're worried about who the champ is. We're worried about his Brubaker going to show. We're worried about how Mike Strong is going to feel fighting Brubaker, who's had a couple of weeks off. So CTW, the championship drama is there. SCW, Scott Spade has our belt. So we're worried about the championship there too.
How you doing today?
Rocket Pro Wrestling. We're worried about the championship there. because we've got the Idols versus the RPW event. So the championship is the single most important thing in any wrestling promotion, and CSW is no different. Rion, what are you doing? What are you buying? Rian's buying a phone case. That will certainly help us in our situation tonight. So did you see what I did, C Red? You know, I had my what would Red do? See, I think a lot of my inspiration when I'm GMing things come from C Red, because I have been watching, I have been following the way you handle business for such a long time that when Joey Avalon hit a shovel underneath the table in the Three Falls tables match last month against Blanco Loco, after I banned the shovel from ringside, I felt like he was trying to make me look stupid. Now, I don't need any help with that, as you well know. But I figured, how could I mess with the champ and tell him that it's not okay to mess with authority? What would Red do? Red would handle it with competition. Red would test the man and push him to his limit. That's how Red would do it. If Red was GM.
True.
What I did is I decided and he asked for a warm-up match. Joey came and said, listen, I got a big match in May. I need a warm-up match, so I'm ready to go.
Why y'all tell me? Hey, you got me close now. Why you say too young
Are you making new fans, or are we going to be under arrest soon?
No, I just watched somebody walk into the door.
Well, wrestling is weird. So, as I was saying, Joey Avalon is going to be running the gauntlet, and he's warming up. I mean, I'm giving him a warm-up, Red. I'm giving him what he wants. I mean, that's how Rion taught me. I'll give you what you want. He wants a warm-up match. Did you see that on social media today? When I said on social media, I'll give you what you want, and I thought I was making a Batista reference.
Well, that's what they know.
They don't know that's Rion Skills' favorite saying. I'm gonna put that on a T-shirt. Can you feel it? I'll give you what you want. That it's classic. So I gave him what he wanted, and you know who he's fighting in May, right?
No, I don't.
Well, if you don't know, now you're gonna know, because in May, Joey Avalon, CSW champion, is fighting none other than Scott Garland. And one might say that match is going to be too hot.
I would agree.
About that, Red?
I agree, but we can't get past April without May.
And the champ wants a warm-up. So what did I do? I said, okay, champ, you want to hide shovels on me? I'll warm you up. So I decided to have him run a gauntlet match. 3 men. Adam Stallion, man, cooler than a bag of chips. And he should be, because he eats a bag of chips on the way to the ring every month.
Cooler than a bag.
Star Kid, Casey Nova, and the sexiest Latino wrestler in the world, the mayor of Puerto Rico, Axel Rico. 3 men, 1 champ. He's got to beat them all. Good luck, Joey. I hope you're nice and warm, because on the other end in May, Scott's waiting for you. I'm waiting for you. CSW Nation's waiting for you. But will you make it through the gauntlet? Red, you have to appreciate that.
I appreciate. I see where you were coming with this, and you know, I'm kind of sad that the title isn't on the line. I mean, you know, and I understand why, you know, but you got 3 young men that anything can happen. And the sad part is, what happens? What will his mentality be if he loses? Say he beats the first 2, and then he gets to Axel Rico and he underestimates Rico. And I've been in the ring with Rico, so now I can contest. What happens if Rico upsets him? I mean, I understand that Paul votes him up the line and for maybe a title shot and a future title shot. But then what happens to Avalon's mentality going into May?
You know, that's a great point. Red, your experience, your wisdom, your psychology, all the voodoo that you do so well led you to that question. And I have an answer.
Okay.
So ask your question again.
What happens to his mentality if he loses and then he goes into May with that loss following him?
I get a good hearty chuckle and I don't give a rat's ass.
Oh,
He has
Oh.
disrespected me since day one. And I would love nothing more to have him get his ass whipped from pillar to post, front to back, up and down the entire city of Franklin Park, and then have to go swallow his pride and get his ass whooped by Scott Garland. I have been an advocate for Joey Avalon. He is a good champion. He is a well-respected champion. He is renowned everywhere. You don't respect the GM. That's a problem. That means I don't respect you. That's how you get in gauntlet matches. That's how you get screwed. And you take that shovel and you twist it sideways, and you know the rest of the drill because you were part of the Attitude Era just like me.
Yeah.
So that's what I have to say about that. What if he does happen to lose? Because anything can happen any given Sunday. The point is, I don't care. I want it to happen. I want Joey Avalon to. I want him to be uncomfortable. I want him to be threatened. I want him to struggle because he's got to represent CSWA against an adversary that has been there, done that, bought the T-shirt 6 times. And if Joey Avalon can't run a gauntlet, then how is he going to show up and show out against a man of that caliber? So in this case, the GM is smarter than your average bear.
Okay. But
that's not all, C-Red. That's
I
not
know.
all.
What else? What else? Because you know where I'm going.
Now, Rion,
yes.
sometimes when you have a problem that you can't deal with on your own, that is cut to your quick, and it makes you lose sleep at night. Sometimes you need to go to your friends, your confidant, your trusted emissaries, people that surround you, that know, that understand, that can give you productive advice. And I'll be honest, I was at the end of my wits with Marche Rocket and Acid Jazz. Every month, month after month, interfering in each other's matches like petulant children. Marche's better than that, but Jazz brought out the worst in them. We all remember the rich traditions of times gone by. We have heard on this show a great many times about the Shakara days. We've heard about the Windy City days. We've heard about the legacy of the proud institution, the Soul Touches. You could go back through every episode of the Power Hour, and there might be some mention of something that the Touches did at some point in just about every show. Hell, Marche's been on like 13 of them. So
he holds the record, right?
That's it. He is our jacket guy, and that jacket is coming. I swear to God, when I have the right amount of money, we're all going to get nice jackets. I might even ask for that for my birthday from my wife, because if I ask me as a birthday present, then I'll get it. But that's neither here nor there.
Nice.
The point is, I was exasperated. There was no winning for me. They didn't want to hear what I had to say. So what did I do? I consulted a friend. I consulted a trusted confidant, someone that knows them better than they know themselves. And do you know what that friend said, C-Red?
What did that friend say?
That friend said, "You are a terrible general manager. The answer is obvious. You put them together and fight a common enemy." So I sat back, and I won't lie, I was a little sad that my friend said I was a bad GM. It's probably right. It's probably true. But
I didn't know why we glanced off of it, but hey, it happens. It happens. I was like, why did I
you
get
want to
said
talk
and no
about
one
me
said
being a
anything?
bad general manager a little bit longer? You want to go in depth on that, Rion?
No, I just was that was brought up, but that's whatever. We just go ahead and
I mean, we
I
could
don't think
schedule an
bad. I don't
episode
think
where
bad
you
at
guys
all.
bring out all of my shortcomings. I mean, that would be fine. People would enjoy it. Travis would love that shit.
I'm sure.
That's we could do it.
You can't do that.
I can do it.
You can't.
No, we won't. We won't. We won't.
No one likes roast anymore. You can't do that.
Oh, but I
I
think
do. I love a good roast, but
T-Red.
I mean,
T-Red's been waiting a long time to have like 5 minutes uncensored to just roast me. Maybe we'll do that around the birthday. Maybe we'll do that in June. As we get close to episode 100, maybe we'll do a roast. But that's later. This is now. So my friend said, unite the
That'll
touch.
be the one. Focus on
I think Rion's on the subway now.
right. Not sure. He's going through the tunnel.
He's going through the Holland Tunnel because
Yeah.
Rion's live in New York. At least that's what we're telling people. He might be in the Richmond Park area, but he could be in New York too. He could be anywhere. That's the beauty of Rion Vision. Rion Vision happens wherever it happens. And that's why we love it. Like last week, he was doing Papa Shot. That was Rion Vision last week, Papa Shot. That's where we were. We were just in Five Below. That's where we are. We're in the Holland Tunnel now because they have Five Below in New York. But anyways, so my friend told me to unite the touches, and the dance card for the Dope Kings was open. So I said, you know what? Even though they haven't been a tag team in a minute, they've been a tag team for a long time. A well-respected tag team, a championship caliber tag team, not just in Chicago, but everywhere. So it made sense to me that maybe not only would this be a way to solve my problem, but we'd make one hell of a match. So you get the Filth King grouping. You get the most dope, CJ Esparza. The man flips and flies like no other. Versus Marche Rocket, the franchise, the product, the A-plus player, and Acid Jazz, the court jester, the man that has no inner monologue, and the man that is as loose a cannon as ever been in this sport.
No filter.
No filter. So you got the Soul Touches reunited. I mean, it's a version. It's a version of the touches. It's not the actual touches. There's no trauma. There's no secret at the moment. There's no Willie. So it's a version of the touches. But sometimes you need to go to the past to figure out how to deal with the present so you can move on to the future. Red, do you agree with my friend? Do you think that this is the right way?
Your friend was a wise person. It's kind of hard, Rion listening to the radio.
Is Rion listening to the radio or are his wheel bearings?
I can hear you.
We can hear everything happening in your car. You
we
might
can hear
want
the
to
whole
get those
car.
wheel bearings checked.
Hey, this been running for 22 years. You can say whatever you want about this thing.
I'm just saying that 23 years in the business, I know wheel bearing noise when I hear it. Like a blood.
Yes, he does. But back to the point. Yes, your friend was wise.
He's a snazzy dresser too. He's a snazzy dresser, fancy guy.
if the guy you're referring to, I think I know. Yes, he is. He gave you some sound advice. And hey, you look at it this way: one or two things are gonna happen, right? They're either gonna figure it out or they're gonna implode. And if they implode, I mean, hey, you'll have to deal with that fallout.
If they implode, I will have no choice but to, as they said in Clash of the Titans once upon a time, release the Kraken and call my friend and pay for his fare to get to Franklin Park, pay his way into the facility, pay for a night of his services, and have him help me get this thing figured out. Because if his advice doesn't work, the only thing that's going to work is getting him there to deal with my problems for me. Maybe bestow upon him the power of general manager for one night. God knows I could use a night off.
Hey, I seen it, and you know, I just hope everything.
Chris Miller's still on the roster at CSW. Maybe I could lobby for a match against Miller and finally whip his ass all over Franklin Park like I've been wanting to forever.
Well, that's neither here nor there. What other matches do we have Friday night?
Well, we've got the CSW versus Ring of Honor match, where Jax Johnson, Inglewood's finest, take on former Pure Wrestling champion Josh Woods in a CSW versus ROH match. How cool is that?
I think it's Jack's time. He needs to. Right now is the time to put up a shut up.
Why
Over
is
the past
this
few
happening?
months?
Let me tell you why. Jax has been on a roll, and he dumped that shyster management agency. And the minute he did that, I said, you know what? This man deserves an opportunity.
I don't blame you. Over the past several months, we have seen him get rid of dead weight and has stepped up to the plate. So I applaud. This is the one move that I can applaud you for. That again makes total sense, and we'll see come Friday night if he was right or he was wrong. It's put up a shut up time.
He's gonna have to stand up, stand out, or stand down. It's gonna happen.
There you go.
Doesn't Rion kind of look like Dr. Dre from '93? Like he's in the lowrider, and we should be listening to the Chronic.
Yeah, and we should all have 40s.
Give me a little St. Ides, man. That's like cough syrup beer. Why is St. Ides so thick anyway? I'm just curious.
I don't know. Oh, English, that's my brand.
You don't like St.
Ides?
Ides?
40 ounce a can. Drinking like a madman. Yes, I do.
And we are about to be joined by our special guest this evening, Galaxy Note 20 5G, wrestler from another planet, from the planet Zarkon.
You do know that's a Battle of the Planets reference.
Yes, it is, Zoltar.
Most people won't get that.
Hey, you want me to go one better, Red? Transmute.
Hey man, I got the pops upstairs. I fiend for those.
I got the DVDs in my collection.
I fiend for those when those got released. But anyway.
Seven Zark 7.
Hey. Dude,
I'm still trying. That's where we should tape next time. Next month we should tape from Center Neptune.
We should. I'm still trying.
That might be where Rion is right now.
I'm still, while we're waiting for our guests to pop on, I'm still trying to figure out, was Zoltar, was that a man or a woman?
You know what? These are the days where that question is asked often, but sometimes it's politically incorrect to answer. I think maybe Battle of the Planets was leading the way.
Dude, they were ahead of their time if that was.
I'm just saying, transgender was happening on Center Neptune, man.
Okay, so who was your favorite?
Oh, Mark. Every day of the week and twice on Sunday.
See, Jason for me.
Ah, come on. You like the Rebel.
Yeah.
See, he wasn't.
Mark had the better suit, a better color. But Jason to me was the man, just could have got out of that brown.
See, they were trying to make him Han Solo to Mark's Luke Skywalker, but Mark was no Luke Skywalker. Mark was Qui-Gon Jinn. Mark was Obi-Wan. He was a bad MFer. Now I see that Skylar Reed is in the room and is on mute. And I'm going to give him some instructions. Activate.
Oh.
You okay over there, Rian?
Camera.
It's hot in these streets, man. I just saw 4 squads. There go another one. Number 5.
They're looking for. I bet they're looking for diesel tracks.
Man, that's something.
They're probably looking for him in danger. They're probably somewhere drinking in the
that's
public.
The way I have to
Who
go
the
there.
hell decided to put Danger and Diesel Tracks as the hosts of anything? As the ticket taker sits on a chair by the door, those 2 loose cannons are going to host the shit.
They're going to host the show. And there is a bar not even 2 feet away from them. I'm trying to figure that out. I really am. And here's my problem while we're on that subject. Again, jumping to this coming Sunday at IPW in Richmond Park, Illinois. Why did the management of IPW go to Mexico to get a luchador for me? Like, why am I so special? Like, some guy, I've been researching, trying to find footage, and can't find none. But we'll get back to that.
I think we got him. I think we got our favorite Canadian anarchist.
You do.
Can you hear us?
I can.
Can you see us?
I can.
All right,
Yeah.
ladies and gentlemen.
I mean, I've been watching y'all for like the last 10 minutes.
Well, then you didn't miss much, that's for sure. So welcome to the show. We are welcoming our guest tonight of the Kings of the Six. This is the Canadian Anarchist. This is Skylar Reed. And Mr. Reed, welcome to the show.
Thank you. Oh, man.
I have many questions.
I can tell. I mean, you were posting things that I wasn't even sure if I should answer half of that.
Well, there you go. So you're going to answer at your own discretion. I mean, that's what we do here. If you're uncomfortable answering it, then I will. Oh, he's gone. He's gone again. Damn it. I was ready for my question. I was ready.
You asked the question and ran the guest off. Like, really?
I was ready. I had it. It was right in my hands.
And he's back. But no audio.
And no
there
audio.
he is.
I'm in safe mode.
There he is. All right, we got him.
What is happening?
I have no idea. Rion is driving through the streets of Richmond Park. So Rion Vision is mobile tonight, which is an accident waiting to happen.
That's if he's in Richmond Park. We don't know where he's at.
Well, we thought he was at the Holland Tunnel for the longest time, but gas prices going to New York is a bad idea when he's got to be back on Sunday. And he's gone again. Damn it!
Now he's just showing us road.
I promise.
Now he's just messing with us. This is what Canadian anarchists do. They mess with the hosts of shows.
Hey,
all right,
I hack the videos. That's what I do.
You're a hacker. You're a hacker too. Fantastic. So let's start there. Canadian anarchist. I know what an anarchist is. I know what a Canadian is. So talk to me about a Canadian anarchist.
I mean, it's kind of like an oxymoron, right? People think that most Canadians are nice and gentle, and then they meet me, and it's not nice and gentle most days.
Yeah, it's a fair point.
I don't apologize very much.
No, you certainly don't. I have learned to understand that very well in my short time at Rocket Pro. this past month in April, when all hell was breaking loose, I got to see your match. My question to you is, why would you employ the services of a damn idol to face Coyotes?
Oh man, you don't want my real answer, do you? So, matter of fact, I was actually gonna put a video out about this, but I thought I'd wait because I felt like you were gonna ask me this question.
I mean, well, I got my ass handed to me on a plate and thrown in the goddamn river by the idols.
I mean, I wasn't sitting back there applauding or anything.
I kind of feel like maybe you were.
I listen to your commentary sometimes, so I mean, I wasn't gonna help if that's.
Hey, that's first class stuff, man.
Yeah, that's true. So Devin August and I, you know, Kings of the Six out there, 6, right? So we were trying to figure this out ourselves. So every time we get in a match, we've noticed that management. I mean, that kind of confused the man. You know what I mean?
If I was management, I wouldn't have ended up in the river.
I mean, you work directly for them, and they kind of listen to your commentary. So you're kind of the man on that side. I almost didn't want to do this show, but I needed a platform to talk on. So Devin August and I have been thinking about this. So we got a tag team title match, but it was a triple threat match, right? We're like, wow, we're the best tag team there is. Then we got another tag team title match, and it was also a triple threat match. The last time, I mean, there's a video out there on Instagram. I mean, you can check the Skylar Reed 2L, Facebook, the Twitter, the Instagram. We dropped old boy on his head. And by old boy, I mean the No Coast boys. We have video footage of us dropping him on his head and hitting him 1, 2, 3, right? So now let's go back to the question. Why did we ask for their assistance? I mean, that even goes back further. The idols, right? Why would we ask the idols for assistance? You think about that. Who's the one person that I exposed last year? What's the answer to that?
Well, remember, I didn't show up to Rocket Pro until Darkness Falls.
I mean, but you do your homework. You're like me. You're a student of the game. I know you're a student of the game.
Tell me who you are talking about, and I will confirm or deny this.
Rion, he knows who I'm talking about. Gunner.
Rion's in the club right now. Rion's listening to En Vogue.
I can hear you. I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, he's talking about Gunner Brave. Gunner Brave.
He knew, because me and Rion, we had to do a little battle in the ring. It happens, right? We don't always want to expose everybody, but the biggest match of the year, I exposed Gunner Brave and the way he was treating Devin August, right? That's how the Kings of the Six formed. Now, fast forward, and now Gunner Brave is running the show, and he's a part of the idols. So you tell me why I would have an idol on my team.
My enemy of the enemy is my friend. I have it at the door.
See, C-Red knows what I'm talking about.
C-Red is definitely smart.
I can't stand Gunner Brave to this day. This day, I still can't stand him.
How do you feel about his sister?
Huh?
How do you feel about Gunner Brave's sister?
I didn't even know he had a sister.
She's a menace to society.
I will fight her too.
They ought to lock her up. She's crazy.
Now, exactly. Gunner Brave's whole family is crazy. He's crazy. She's crazy. So you
could see it in the eyes.
Answer the question that you gave to me. Why, if I hate an idol that much, why would I go ask an idol to be on my team?
That's what I couldn't figure out. I mean, I have no real problem with the Kings of the Six.
Now,
you guys are great for comic relief. I enjoy that.
Oh, we're funny people now, huh?
Oh yeah, you guys crack me up.
Well,
that's the thing you do in the ring. It's really entertaining.
Do you see me laughing?
Well, I mean, I'm just saying, I'm entertained by what you do in the ring. Is that
That's
like
You can
synchronized
be-
dancing? Is that what it is?
But just like I said, you're a part of the problem. You're a part of the man, right? You're part of the top people at Rocket Pro. And those are the same people that put an idol on my team.
I'm just wondering
If
if
my
you're.
enemy is on my team, how am I supposed to win?
That's a fair
And then he
point.
walked out.
It's a fair point. It's a fair point.
He
He did
walked-
walk out.
Have you ever seen Devin August and I walk away from a fight?
Not one time.
Not one time. We will fight until one of us cannot stand anymore.
And
And
that,
then
and
we'll back up and we'll still fight.
you're right. That's true. You do often fight until you can't stand, and oftentimes you can't stand. So you're absolutely correct.
And back to exposing Gunner Brave, we broke his body in half. He beat my body half to death, and I still won. But now you tell me, you're asking me why I put an idol on my team. I would never do that in the history of ever. I can't stand the idols. I can't stand the coyotes. I can't stand no coast. I barely like you.
Listen, you can talk about the idols all you want, but when you come on this show, you show the coyotes and you show no coast respect.
Oh,
That is mandatory. Those are my guys. You could be my guys. If you step up and show up and defend the company, you got to. If you don't like the idols, this is your chance.
And what did you just say? You're a part of management, and you just told me your favorites are no coast.
That's just me in commentary. I enjoy those men. They've embraced me like nobody else. I mean, Maximus Orion, who's injured now, embraced me. Embrace me. Don't
Get
acknowledge.
well soon,
Embrace
Maximus.
Yeah, I actually like that guy. I gave him a well wishes because Canadians don't do that. We don't disrespect people when they get hurt. We like to hurt people, but every once in a while we give somebody some respect.
See,
But
I gauge people at Rocket Pro by the Rocket Boy effect.
Oh.
Rocket Boys like you, then I like you. If the Rocket Boys don't like you, see, it's an equation. There's math involved.
So I'm really good at math, right?
Yeah.
Math is my favorite thing on the entire planet.
Get right out of town.
And my favorite subject growing up as a kid, because I knew I had to put 1 + 1 = 2. That's why I have Devin August now. That makes 2, right?
2?
You don't know how many more I got in the chamber. We'll find out though. Because I actually been told, since you want to get on here and talk about favorites, I've been told at the next Rocket Pro show that I get to beat up on your favorites.
Really?
Yeah.
Now.
No coast. I finally, now see, this is where I go right back to talking about you and management, right? Think about it. We finally get a 2-on-2. Let's go back to math. We finally get 2 against 2. And No Coast doesn't even have the championships anymore because they lost.
Well, lost, that's a very subjective word. They were screwed.
No. I watched. They got pinned.
You say tomato, I say grapes. That's the way we do that here.
But how come management does that to us, right? We do all these tag team title matches, and they're all triple threats and fatal 4-ways and 15 guys standing outside. No Coast has like 77 members.
There's a lot
but
of
now we finally get a decent shot at them, and they don't even have the titles. What's the point?
That's a fair point. Red.
Yes, sir.
I'd like to introduce you to Skylar Reed. Skylar Reed's C-Red.
Oh, I know C-Red. I mean, I don't know him personally, but I'm a student of the game.
C-Red, he's heard of you. And Rion's now gone. So now it's just the 3 of us while Rion.
Oh, yeah. C-Red is a soul toucher, right?
Oh, C-Red is he is the soul toucher.
Oh, I know.
From all things, soul toucher come from the mind of C-Red.
Absolutely.
C-Red's a 20-year man.
Mm-hmm.
C-Red, you
Yes, sir.
listened to Skylar Reed talk, and I think my favorite part about Skylar Reed is his verbal skills. And that's why I love the fact that he's on this show, because we're going to have a conversation with him and he's up to the task. He's going back and forth with me. He's making me think on my feet, which I don't usually have to do.
Right.
Tell me about Skylar Reed in your opinion. What do you think of what you know? Now, I know you don't have a lot of insight because, you know, we haven't broken you through the RPW border yet, but I'm working on that. Tell me about the Kings of the Sixth and how you feel about this young man who's going at me verbally toe to toe.
Well, you already know I do my homework.
I know you do your homework. So does he. You guys are students of the game.
And I was highly impressed of the footage that I constantly seen. I was able to pull up, and the young man has cojones. Some of the stuff that he has done, if anybody knows what this means, if you don't, this means my contract. And a lot of it is not in my contract, the stuff that he does. No. I believe he was dropped as a child or unloved, or because he got a mean streak. He got a mean streak that's ooh.
It's the Canadian.
It's funny that he talked about the Gunner Brave match, because that was one of the ones I picked apart. I didn't know somebody could hate somebody so much.
He's not a fan, not a Gunner Brave fan. That's for sure.
Clearly, he's not a Gunner Brave fan. And what they did to each other, like, oh my God. The dog chain around the neck. Okay. But then to have Gunner on the top rope.
Is Rion, did you see that? Rion's by a safe. Rion, where are you at? Are you robbing a bank?
I think he's at the venue.
Did you see that, C-Red? Did you see that?
And to see him set up chairs, and Gunner thought he was about to get the upper hand. And if you watched, he already knew Gunner was going to try something. And he slowly starts pulling the chain. So there's no give. And then he just tosses this dude through the chairs. I'm like, okay. He has no thought about anybody else. So as far as I go, Skylar, and I saw other matches too, but you have a tenacity young man that I admire. You have a viciousness that I can cheer for. The King of Six. See, here's the thing. Steve believes because I'm not in RPW, I don't follow RPW, but the King of Six will hold tag team gold.
That's exciting.
Wow.
I see it because they don't give a damn.
Not at all.
And when you have a team that they have a purpose, they have a plan. Yes, he is at the venue.
He is at the venue.
I told you that. Skylar is a young man that is going to be around and make a name for himself. And you can put your last dollar on that. So if you're asking, do I approve of Skylar Reed? Yes, I do.
Well, I always like it when Red shoots from the hip because if he doesn't like you, he'll tell you he doesn't like you, and I get that a lot. So obviously you have caught the eye of C Red, which is good for business.
Do you know what that means?
Tell me what it means.
he sees red, right? So I'm a big battle rap fan. I'm gonna give you some inside scooping real quick. So since he sees red, the matter of fact, he sees red because his name is C Red. We're talking Canadians. That is red, right? C Red, get it? C Red gets it.
That was battle rap. Okay, well, I am unfamiliar in battle rappies, so I appreciate the education. Kings of the
Battle
Six.
rappies. Yeah.
Tell me what that means.
So Kings of the Six, right?
And it's not an S, it's an actual 6.
It's a 6.
So you're a math guy, and that makes perfect sense. But to us English guys, that's the dumbest fucking thing I've ever seen.
Wow. Wow.
So educate me on the Kings of the Six.
It makes you see 6 twice, right? So the 6 is actually Toronto. And yes, I say Toronto, not Toronto, like most people do. But in Toronto, the 6, that's like it's a culture. It's like a phenomenon almost. If you follow anything with basketball, most people got to learn about the 6. The Toronto Raptors winning the NBA title a couple of years ago. And they saw how Drake kind of opened up everything. I'm not the biggest Drake fan in the whole world, but he refers to Toronto as a 6 too. I mean, some other people, they refer to it as the dot. There's a whole bunch of names for Toronto, but people inside of the culture, they call it the 6. So if you're, I guess you called it dumb, but when you look at the name and it's the number 6 and the IX, right? That means you're seeing 6 twice. How many Kings of the 6 are there right now? There's 2. Devin August, Skylar Reed, right? So there's 2 Kings of the 6. Make sense?
You know what? I owe you an apology. That's actually a very cool concept. I had no idea that Toronto was 6. I had no idea Drake was from Toronto.
Really?
I did not know this. So now it makes perfect sense. So I owe you an apology. Not stupid at all. Very, very, very good, actually. And I will, now I have something to say on commentary nice about you.
I listen to commentary, right?
I don't believe you do. I don't believe anybody does, really. But
I watch all the videos, and I make sure you guys don't say anything that I don't like.
Well, we do. We take liberties, that's for sure. But that's what good commentary people do.
Do you ever notice that there's certain times where I come out the curtain and I give a look at you guys?
Oh, absolutely. Every time. I just thought you were a fan.
Nope.
Autographs? I can do it.
Maybe I will get your autograph before they throw you out the building next time.
They are not throwing me out the building again. It took 5 of them to drag me out. Took 5 of them.
Because
Not
they're
6.
idols. And
not 6 with a 6, but 5.
Because they're idols and they're just as lame as Gunner Brave. See where I wrapped that right back in?
Yeah, that's battle rap. We can battle rap the idols. I love it. So, we got a Ryan Matthews timeout. C Red is calling the first timeout of the evening.
That's C Red.
Sorry, Rion. Rion is. I got the music in my ears now. I'm battle rapping. Go ahead, go ahead, Rion.
So there were 2 questions that were posted online. You already answered. Actually, there's 3. 3 there was answered. 2 of them you already. Yeah. Third question. Why is Canadian bacon so delicious?
Can you see my face?
I didn't even ask. I want to know.
The Canadian Anarchist, and you answered what is the King's Kick, but the Canadian part I was curious about. So like this, it's not. I didn't put questions on there. These are questions that have been online. Look, you go ahead and if you. These rules. Talk about time answer questions. Them rules. No matter where I'm at, if this is around, this stuff happens.
Canadian bacon is an American name.
Whoa. It's not American bacon, it's Canadian bacon. It's a staple in the Egg McMuffin, damn it.
There's history on the way of Canadian bacon, but it's basically like a ham. I I don't know, sausage, whatever you
No.
call it. It's not bacon.
The question was, why is it so delicious? Why
I feel attacked.
Is it because it's made with goodness from the six?
Sure, let's go with that.
All right. So we've
Nobody.
had some fun with Skylar Reed, and he's been a good sport, and I appreciate that. Anybody come on this show and be a good sport. We always like to make little light of things. The world of wrestling is way too serious for something so weird. But I want to know, what is it about professional wrestling that got you hooked?
Oh man.
When you were a young man, when you were a young six, when you were eating Canadian bacon in Toronto,
Oh jeez.
what is the moment in wrestling that made you? I mean, did you visit Stu Hart's dungeon? Are you a offspring of the Rougeau brothers? I mean, there's got to be a reason.
That's solid. I see that you did some.
And I gave you the respect of the Rougeaus, and I didn't do anything with the Mountie.
Hey, I like the Mountie character, but he actually got in trouble for that. But we'll digress. Oh man. So yes, I am a good sport most days. Let's see, how do I answer this? And by the way, I don't eat Canadian bacon. I'm more of a pierogies and poutine kind of guy.
What are you, from Poland?
I respect that. Those are both delicious.
I love a pierogi, but that's Polish food.
I like pierogies.
You do? I mean, does Polish food do well in Canada?
They do. Pierogies do
There
well.
you go. It's a worldwide phenomenon, the pierogi.
I mean, Tim Hortons has the best candy cane hot chocolate. Just throwing that out there. If you need something in the morning, nobody likes Dunkin'
One place
Donuts.
I would like to visit. That is one place I like to visit.
Tim Hortons is amazing.
When you were a little Skylar Reed,
Yeah.
maybe there wasn't even an AR on your name, and you're just Sky.
Probably.
What about wrestling got you hooked? Everybody has that moment. Everybody has that moment.
I see what you're doing. You tried to get me back on track. I appreciate that. Most people don't know this, but me mother, as some Canadians say, she is a huge wrestling fan.
Wow.
Absolutely huge wrestling fan.
She must be proud.
The reason why I am such a study when it comes to wrestling and I guess a student of the game, she used to record wrestling on VHS tapes in EP. You guys remember EP? No? I'm old. That's okay.
No.
Or SLP. You remember SLP?
Yes, I remember SLP.
So they
You were jamming all kinds of information on that big VHS tape.
Yeah, absolutely. So she would record them, and when other kids were watching Saturday morning cartoons, I was watching professional wrestling on VHS tape.
A lot of people have that same story.
And
Was that the
my
Canadian
cat
Ronald?
was-
Did you get visited by the Canadian Ronald McDonald?
no, my cat was moving behind me.
Oh, does your cat like Canadian bacon?
Probably.
Probably. It's delicious. We got to be honest.
So I was watching VHS tapes of wrestling that was recorded on TV. So, like primetime wrestling and Clash of the Champions and all that stuff back in the day. WCW Saturday Night, all that good stuff. So it was just natural that I learned so much just from watching these tapes as a kid that at a certain point I kind of had to figure out if I could do it or not.
We have had almost 100 shows, the Power Hour, and I ask the same thing each and every time because I'm always fascinated. What was the moment? Now, you grew up with VHS tapes full of wrestling. Your mom a big enthusiast. I mean, that's a solid background. That's fantastic. But everybody has that moment where they see something that pops them to the point where they're like, I have to do that. A match, a promo, something. For me, back in the day, it was Rock and Wrestling. You know, Hogan coming on MTV, WrestleMania 2. We watched it on pay-per-view. 3 locations: New York, Chicago, Los Angeles. The Fridge was in a battle royal in Chicago. Hulk Hogan in a blue steel cage against King Kong Bundy. They brought the house down. For me, I was like, boom. And my moment was the Hart Foundation and the Honky Tonk Man hitting the Macho Man over the head with a guitar.
Oh yeah.
And Elizabeth running to get Hulk Hogan, and it was the dawn of the Mega Powers. So I popped for those 2 moments, and it set me down a path that I haven't been able to escape all these years. So what was your moment? You watched Saturday Night Wrestling WCW style, so you had a lot of excellent people that were doing things back in those days.
Wow. You know what? That's a tough question. I don't know if I had a moment because like I've always watched it. I mean, I don't get to watch it as much as I used to, but as a kid,
Sting and Flair at Starrcade. I mean, they're WCW. My friend Charlie, aka the Macho Ghost, grew up with wrestling Saturday nights for WCW, and he speaks of Sting and Flair's matches as if it's the Sabbath.
Those are overrated. I'm gonna be honest. Okay, so growing up, I was a Sting fan instead of a Hulk Hogan fan. I watched NWA and WCW way more until like the mid '90s, and it got kind of reckless. But I mean, matches like Sting and Vader, those were way better. Or Flair and Vader. I mean, anybody in Vader, to be honest, were pretty amazing back in that day. But you know what? Okay, I'll tell you what my favorite match was, and that might be the moment because I tell everybody about this match. I love tag team wrestling. Tag team wrestling is my favorite by far. When Ric Flair left and went to WWF at the time, and then came back once they were moving to the younger generation or the new generation, whatever it was called. Flair came back, and Austin and Pillman making fun of Flair as the Flair for the old. Clash of the Champions. I can't remember which one it was. Maybe like, I want to say maybe like 10, 11. But Flair and Arn Anderson came back together to wrestle the Hollywood Blondes in a 2 out of 3 falls match. And the significance to that, besides that being Flair's first match back in the day, every match was 2 out of 3 falls. Like every big title match or main event match was always 2 out of 3 falls. And so Flair and Arn were like, hey, we're going to go old school and have a 2 out of 3 falls match. And the roof exploded, blew off. They still probably can't find that roof. But that match has been my favorite since it happened. But I mean, I'm sure you guys probably have the network and all that stuff, or Peacock, whatever. You should go and find that match and then tell me about it. Message me, because I can talk about that match all day long.
A student of the game for sure. Before we get into my final question for you, I want to talk a little bit about the RPW show because a lot of things happened that weren't great. We talked about No Coast and the Idols. We have new tag team champions. And I would like to see No Coast versus the Kings of Six in a 2 out of 3 falls match. I feel like that could be pretty impressive.
They wouldn't last.
Well, that's for you to say and for me to find out because I want to see it. We had Marche and Christian Rose fight for the title, and shenanigans rose in that match as well. But what about what happened to the first family of Rocket Pro Wrestling? Now, you say you're not a fan of the Idols, but you're also not a fan of the institution. What the Idols did to Maximus and his parents is unconscionable.
Okay.
How do you respond to that as a man, as a son, as someone that respects the sport? That was completely unnecessary. Orbital fracture, thanks to an errant knee by a certain Paisley idiot.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
Hey, stop it, man.
Hey, if the shoe fits, wear it.
See, I've
Hey,
been waiting.
I'm just gonna say, I was told to tell you that next time it would be you that has permanent damage. I'm just saying.
Let me tell you this about that, C-Red, and I be sure to tell Flash this. Flash snuck up behind me and choked me out with electrical tape. That'll never happen again.
He bragged to me what he did.
He's
So,
a coward. He's a coward.
Oh,
And he's a
okay.
chump. And he doesn't deserve the belt he has. I think Skylar Reed would be a far better intercounty champion than that puppet of an idiot.
So let's turn the clock a little bit here. I've been demanding. Well, no. I don't. I'm Canadian. I have respect.
And you got great bacon. You got great, fantastic bacon.
I have asked very nicely for a shot at any championship, and I get ducked or dodged or triple threat. That guy, do you know that ever since I've been in Rocket Pro, I've never even seen him. He was the champ for like a year and didn't defend it. But
Absolutely.
It was my fault for asking about it. So now we're gonna put this on record because this is getting recorded, right?
Absolutely. It'll be out on Facebook a little later tonight.
I'm putting this on record. I don't know if Rocket Pro, if they listen to this or anything like that.
Oh, they do.
If management, aka the mouthpiece of Rocket Pro Wrestling, the man behind the mic, the maybe best commentator that they have, not that I'm sucking up or anything, because I would never do that. If he needed some backup kind of bodyguards, and wanted to pay very nicely, he already complimented me by saying that I'll fight anybody and I will keep fighting them. This is where you put your money where your mouth is, boss.
Skylar Reed, you make great points. And I'll take it a step further. If management is listening and they'd like to put Skylar Reed in a match against Rico, Flash, Harris, Paisley, Coward for that intercounty title, and an idol or two are in Flash's corner because we know Flash doesn't fight for himself by himself. He has people help him and fight for him because he's a man-child. I will stand at ringside as a manager enforcer to have your 6.
Oh, I see. That's battle rap right there. You see how you put the 6 in there, and that represents 2 different things.
That's right. The six is twice. You see the 6 twice.
That's twice because you would be watching my 6, and so would Devin. So
that's it.
6. See, you're picking up what I'm putting down. I appreciate that.
In numbers, indeed.
No, I'm not asking for matches because that's just not me. I got to beat up No Coast first. You'll probably be sad about that. Then you might want to fight me, and I don't know if I can have you at ringside because there was, I don't know. You kind of give me weird vibes.
That's not the first time I've heard that, so regrettably. Another question for you, young man. and again, like I said, I'm very upset about what happened to the Shelleys. We hope Maximus Orion gets well soon, and the fact that they punted Bill in the head is something that I will personally vindicate. And the fact that they were going to hit that coward Paisley was going to hit Shelley with a chair. That's my broadcast partner. Now you can say what you want about her. We don't always get along, her and I. Had I been there and not swimming upstream because I got tossed in the river after I got kidnapped, I would have been in that ring so quick with a chair of my own, and that never would have happened. Now, I know people like to say, you're just a commentator. You're just this. You're just that. Well, I seem to remember an idol getting his head bashed in by my skull, and the only reason he got the better of me is because he hit me right in the genitals. So the idols have bad times coming, courtesy of this man that can't fight. But don't ever mess with the Shelleys. You mess with the Shelleys, you're messing with my family, and I take it personally, and I will be up in your business quick. DJ Triggs. What is that?
I'm not
that
really
battle
sure.
rap? Is that battle rap? What do we got here?
It's kind of.
Come on, talk to me about this. I mean, are you and Devin August? Are you DJ Triggy Trig and he's the fresh Dev? I mean, what do we got going here?
I don't know what that was, but I'm going to back this up for a second. Let me back this up. So when I wanted to fight Mr. Bill, I was going to fight him one-on-one, right?
You're going to fight Bill Shelley? How dare you?
I have asked for a fight many a time. See, all of this stuff that I talk about management, I'm not one that just goes behind the scenes and goes, oh man, I want to fight them, which is why I'm saying this on live. The world is listening and all that stuff.
It might not exactly be the world. It's like about 38 people.
I've tried. Oh, it's going to blow up once I put it out there. But I've tried to fight Bill one-on-one. I've tried to fight Maximus one-on-one. But I have to agree with you. No matter how much of a you Americans think I'm a dirtbag, I would never hit a lady. That is one thing I would never do. I would punch someone, but at the same time, I mean, he really couldn't defend himself at that point. They had like 27 members fight one old man. That kind of tells me that I was right all along about Gunner Brain. And I might be right about Rico or Paisley or whatever his name is. I'm not Flash, right? Or the tag team champions. I'm just saying. I told you about Gunner Brain in the first place. He's joined this idol group. He's made it a little bigger than what I remember. Mr. Joey at the top helm, right? Him and his lady.
You know, when you think about Joey Roth and the Idols, it's really like he's a pimp and they're just low ball girls.
Hey, I can vouch for that. I have been hit by women way harder than any of this guy. I'm trying not to laugh because I've been hit by two women, right? Two women in the ring.
Don't laugh. Don't laugh.
Have you ever
It's not low price call girls. It's cost effective sluts.
Wait a minute. That is uncalled for.
That is not uncalled for. One guy wears leather pants like Olivia Newton-John and Xanadu, man.
I agree. I don't know what kind of pants. I can't fit those type of pants. I'm just gonna put it.
You remember Josie and the Pussycats? This is Joey and the Hookers.
Okay, that's inappropriate. I'm Canadian.
You put me in a river. There's nothing on the table here.
Let me put two people.
Ruined my suit.
Hold on. Let me put two people over really quick. KO Kendra, right? I don't know if any have been hit by KO Kendra, but she can hit, right? She's got a mean right hand.
Yeah.
She got a couple of golden gloves on her. So that's a whole other thing.
I fought Just Amazing and I fought her. But at the same time, I fought them in the ring. I fought them legally. And then she had to put her. But anywho, And then I don't know how many times you guys have fought this lady. I mean, she's a lady for sure. Melanie Cruz kicked me in the mouth one time, busted my whole lip where I could put my tongue inside of my lip. So I know some mean ladies. These guys are more like soft kitten kind of ladies. You know what I'm saying?
they're the escorts you get in Vegas when you only got about $15 left because you blew it on gambling, and they'll take your $15.
Yeah, but calling them ladies is disrespectful to those two.
Yeah, they're dime store whores, but that's okay. That's okay.
Yeah.
And I'm not disrespecting Roxy Hart. She is completely above all of this mess. Collateral damage. That's what it is. So back to DJ Triggs.
No, I can't answer that for you.
Come on, you got to talk to me about this. Are you a DJ?
It's inside baseball.
When are you going to have a concert where you're going to be on the tables and doing all that, like Grandmaster Flash?
So you told me.
Red knows about GM.
You told me you enjoyed Macho Man getting smashed with a guitar, right?
Honky Tonk Man.
Yeah, by the Honky Tonk Man. You said Macho Man got smashed, right? He got
smashed.
Yeah. So what I'm saying is, my type of DJ work is me smashing up every single person you put in front of me, including No Coast. They want to do all this blues and jazz and stuff. Just tell them the DJ is watching them at all times.
Skylar Reed, you're not one-on-one answering the DJ Triggs question right now, and that's fine, because that means we'll have to have you back.
Hey,
I'll have to come up with a whole new line of question to get that out of you.
Let me put inside baseball real quick. All right, because I know there's some people out there watching that may not know the way of Carney. You know what I'm saying?
This Week in Baseball with Mel Allen was a brilliant show.
I've been doing this for 10 plus years now, so I speak Carney very fluently. You know what I mean? So,
I speak Carney too. Pay your dues.
I'm not gonna put the Carney out there. But let's just say when you talk about the DJ, you're shooting from the hip. You get what I'm saying?
Maybe I haven't paid enough dues, but I don't understand. I bet Red understands. Red, you understand, right? Red understands. Rion, are you under some power lines? Because I can't see you. I can't hear you. I have no idea what's happening here.
I'm still here. I can hear you guys just fine.
Oh, man. It's under the red light, kind of like Roxanne by the Police. But that's okay.
Rion is laughing. I see him laughing. He's smiling.
That's one of my favorite parts of the show is when Rion laughs. If I can make Rion laugh, then I know we're moving in the right direction. Skylar Reed, thank you so much for spending some time with us tonight, all the way from Toronto in the 6. We appreciate that. You are more than welcome to stay with us as we talk about a couple of upcoming shows. But if you have other things to do and you need to sign off, I respect that. But if you want to stay with us and you want to add things, you're more than welcome.
What kind of upcoming shows are you talking about?
Well, see Red. Let's start. We talked about RPW. We talked about CSW. Don't sleep on the scramble match. Did you hear about that scramble match at CSW?
I have heard a few things about CSW, yes.
Well, they aside from the fact that they have the greatest general manager in the history of professional wrestling, I mean, that's all you need to know.
See, I can't vouch for that because A, that's you, and B, you also haven't made a deal with Skylar, so I can't go for it.
Well, you know, Skylar, we always looking, we're always recruiting, we're always doing things. Our scramble match, everybody says you can't have a CSW show without a scramble match, and I say, yes, you're right. This one's very interesting because we've got a lot, Red, and I want you to comment on this if you can.
Okay.
Cypher, the monster.
Right.
And his owner, operator, Heather Reckless, the CSW Women's Champ.
Right.
The Evil Sierra.
Right.
Jack Moody, Mr. Infinity and O, one half of Big Mood. And Vic Capri, the violent legend, the ice pick.
Wow.
All of these people are going to be in a scramble match. I mean, there are so many possibilities in that match. I mean, the thing that's first and foremost, if Vic Capri comes to the show pissed off, he might rip the roof off the place and kill everybody.
But I'm trying to figure out why you asking me. You know I'm picking Vic. I don't care if it's a good day or a bad day. I ain't never seen that man walk to the ring and not want to destroy everybody. So the problem is you put women in that match, and even though they can hold their own, Vic don't have a problem with punching them in the mouth either. So
Exactly. You see, but what do those women have in common?
they're cute.
Well, that's possible. I mean, it depends on who you are. They both have irritated me beyond belief for years.
True.
So Bad Friday is just that. And some people are going to get their comeuppance.
Clearly.
What about the Beauty Supply match? It's Beauty Supply match 2, Electric Boogaloo.
You know who I'm picking.
The Dad Bod Demigod versus the Fat Femme Asian, Teo Valentine.
You know I'm
don't
picking
like each other.
You know I'm picking Valentine.
It's gonna be very catty.
Valentine has a point to prove. And I believe he's going to prove that point this Friday.
What do you think, Skylar? Beauty Supply match. All beauty supplies, whether it's rollers, foundation, eyeshadow, mascara, I don't know. I'm not not of beauty supplies, but it's the second one we've had, Electric Boogaloo.
I thought, you know what? I was going to hang around and I was going to talk about wrestling, but now I feel like you painted me into a corner and I have to say some weird stuff. And I don't the situation you've put. And it's probably because you are management. And you talk about you being general manager. I don't like management. So I think I have to sign off. Skylar Reed, you didn't even ask me my credentials or nothing. You didn't want to post it anywhere. See, I knew it was a bad reason to come on your show.
Well, you know what? If you're feeling besmirched, I'll tell you what. Why don't we reconvene in a bit, and you can bring old boy Devin on, and we'll have the Kings of the Six come on the show, and we'll talk a little bit as we get closer to the relaunch in September.
See,
and maybe we'll talk titles.
Now you're making sense. You're making sense.
Skylar Reed, thank you so much for being on this program tonight. We got to talk about the beauty supply match, so I understand. I don't want to offend your sensibilities. We'll see you down the road. I'll see you May 14th, and may God have mercy on your soul.
Is that a threat?
I'm just saying that things are going to be how they are.
We talked about defending your honor, and now you know what? See, you're not even asking me what my Instagram is or my Twitter or my Facebook. You don't even want people to watch this. This is because you're management, the greatest general manager of all time.
All right. I'll bite. Skylar Reed, where can we find you on social media?
I don't know if I want to tell you anymore.
Come on, tell me. You know you want to tell me.
Skylar Reed 2L at Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Twitch. I mean, you can find me anywhere. Omelet. I don't know if you guys even know what omelet is.
Omelet. I enjoy an omelet.
I make a good omelet. But
I like a little Canadian bacon in my omelet.
I knew. All right, you know what? I'm out of here.
Wait a minute, before you go, Breon Skills. I demand a match against Skylar Reed.
You? I'm in.
What does that? What?
Now you go ahead and you think on that, son.
I don't get it.
I don't. What the hell? What?
Rion, pay no attention to Steve.
I mean, maybe I'm a little, my blood sugar's a little low with all this Canadian bacon talk. Ladies and gentlemen,
I can make you guys up later. I can put that on No Mercy or something. Maybe 2K, but I don't know what.
You don't want to play No Mercy or 2K. I will show up and I will beat you at 2K, No Mercy, WCW versus NWO World Tour. I can pull out the N64. Doesn't matter. I'll beat you at all of them, Steve.
I wasn't necessarily talking about a video game match. I mean, I was thinking, you know, dog collar match, leather strap. I mean, I was thinking something a little.
They got those on there. They got some of that on there. It's okay. I can't play the video games. You can find that on there somewhere.
Rion, stop feeding into this. Please stop feeding into this. Please. We got to finish the show. We got to get through.
Yes. Mr. C-Red, in honor, with my respect for Mr. C-Red, I will see you on the other side.
Thank you, sir. It's been an honor and a privilege.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is Skylar Reed, one half of the Kings of the Six. He will be in action at an upcoming Rocket Professional Wrestling show in Joliet, Illinois. Don't miss it. He, despite his conceited nature, he really is a first-class athlete.
Gee, you just slapped me. I was going to leave, and then you just backhanded.
You got to leave. You got to press stop. Oh, that was fun. I enjoyed that man immensely as far as Canadians go. What about Ryan Matthews versus TJ Steele in the Battle of the God Bods?
I'm going with Steele.
I pretty much think Steele can win that match too. I feel pretty good about that. Oh, and did you hear Chris Miller wants a piece of my ass again?
Well, I mean,
Stand in line. Now I'm obsessed with Skylar Reed. I will fight him. There'll be a dog collar.
don't even say anything, Rion.
Also, Friday night before Bad Friday, Josh Woods from Ring of Honor is conducting a special seminar from 4 to 5 o'clock at the Franklin Park Arena. So if you want to be a part of it, you can get tickets. It's going to be great. That's Ring of Honor in the house, people, so show some respect. Tomorrow night, C-Red, I will be a guest on Wednesday Night Wreckage.
Why?
Well, it's we are show week. It is show week, and I'm the general manager of CTW, and we've got some issues.
I know.
We've got Brubaker. You know, if he doesn't show up on Saturday, I have made it very clear he will be stripped of his title. We've got Mike Strong, who survived heaven through hell and is the #1 contender. Business is great. If Brew shows up, I want to see Brubaker versus Mike Strong. That's going to be a hell of a match.
Yeah.
What about Marche Rocket versus Wade Evans?
Why are you killing Evans?
Because I don't like him.
Oh,
And I think
well,
we've seen that if I don't like you, I'm going to put you in very uncomfortable situations.
I clearly we see this.
You know, I'm general manager of a couple of places. Why can't I just put myself in a match against Skylar Reed?
You could, but keep going. Saturday,
April 23rd, Hobart, Indiana. Big Bad Daddy Andy is fighting the Moondog, Murray. I love this match.
I think
this
you
could be
would.
match of the year. Hot Rod Daddy versus the Moondog. And Hot Rod Daddy always brings the Dunkaroos. So
two guys that are stuck in the 80s, clearly. So
what's wrong with it being stuck in the 80s?
I mean, the 80s was the beautiful period. I love the 80s, but
I mean, you know, we could.
I mean, if I got to pick one, Hot Rod,
Is it love? Why do I feel this way? Why does she stay on my mind? You know, you remember the 80s, right?
Steve, you do realize that was 90.
No, that was 89. Brother.
That's fine.
Going into
It was 88, 89, New Edition with Johnny Gill, not Bobby Brown. Still awesome. And it launched Belle Biv DeVoe in the 90s. And, you know, the time is 6 o'clock on a Swatch watch. You remember? You were there.
I was in the service. I was in Iraq.
You still had a Walkman. Don't give me that mess. You were listening.
Walkman. Oh my God. No, I did not.
You did.
I never did. Swear to God, I never had a Walkman.
That's a lie. That is
No.
an
My
outrageous
parents, that was frivolous to them. So trust me, no Walkman.
All right, so you don't like that match. We have the Chasing Destiny title that is up in the air. Big Whiskey, Jared Kripke returns to CTW with that title to face the young man, the undeniable Nick Diamond, who is
Man, have I saw the post. Is there trouble in I'm just Cameron, call me. You need to you keep telling me to get my boys together. Cameron needs to get his together. He needs to get his house in order because
we got Nick Diamond is seeing things a little differently, even though supposedly there is this foolish ironclad contract for 3 years that he keeps talking about.
well,
Also, it's not all well. Did you watch Wreckage last week with Miller and Cody James? You know,
no, I didn't.
They're a little tense there too. You know, I feel like maybe there's some redemption.
For who?
I don't know. Show up and find out. Lots of crazy things
I'll
happen.
be there, but that's regardless. But
So you've got Kripke versus Diamond, the Chasing Destiny title. I think that's going to be a hell of a match. I mean, that may very well be match. Did you just eat a lemon, Rion?
What?
you had a sour face.
You had a sour face like you
What's
ate a
wrong?
lemon.
Yeah, like that.
Yeah, I'm still trying to figure out this one.
Yeah.
That one.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out this whole flipping thing.
Rion
You
Vision
keep talking.
very
Keep
lively.
focused. Don't worry about me.
I enjoyed the five below adventure. That was fantastic. It's Rion on the streets, a man on the street interview situation. We will explore that down the road, rest assured. You've got
A woman walking into the door.
and we've got a match that I am particularly interested in Renee Van Peebles of the ARC taking on the very, very gritty, tough, feisty Shayla Hyde.
And why did you sign this match?
I think the Queen of Mean's going to have her hands full. I'm a big Shayla Hyde fan.
Yeah, but you know Renee.
We brought her in special.
And you know me.
Because she is what I like to call a queen killer.
Ain't no killing. Ain't gonna be no killing Saturday night. No. I'm going to make sure of that.
Red, don't make me ban you from ringside.
I have a license, sir.
Would I ban you from ringside, Red? I mean,
Yeah,
after all
you
we've
would.
been- After
You
all
would.
we've been through,
You would try. You would
I mean,
try.
you're not Cameron. I got love in my heart for you.
Yeah. You got love, but then you put Renee in a match like this. Yeah,
Hey.
keep going. Keep going.
ARC needs to have top level competition.
That's true. That is true.
See? So there you go. So we've got a lot of activity at Crash Tested Wrestling. Rion, what say you of this as a senior official?
What do you mean?
How do you enjoy the card? Do you feel like it's going to be an entertaining show? I mean, there are lots of twists and turns.
A lot of work. A lot of goddamn work. I already know I'm gonna end up being out there longer than I need to be. I already know it. You like doing stuff like that. I was out there too much to begin with. I already know I'm gonna be out there more than I need to be. No, I mean, as far as the card is concerned, it's an awesome card. That is not my problem. My problem is I'm gonna end up doing all the referee stuff. Like,
Well,
I
you know,
don't.
it's funny. You know, you're sounding like you're a little burned out, like maybe you need a vacation.
I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that. I'll take that. I'll call you bluff. I won't.
No, what I'm saying is, I can't have you go on vacation.
Thank you. Thank
I
you.
can't
very
have
much.
you go
I
on
appreciate
vacation.
you and all that you do. Thank you very much. We'll talk about it. You tell whoever you need to tell that I will not be there the next couple shows. Thank you very much.
What I was going to say
I'm
is,
taking that.
when aftermath reaches its conclusion, you might need one, because I'm going to need to ask you a favor.
Well, you can't ask him a favor if I'm gonna ask him a favor.
Well, my favor is not your favor. You don't know what I'm going to ask you. Do you have a favor you need from Rian?
I think it's time for him to put down them stripes. And
You know, we do have the same thing. I was
put
going
the
to say,
tights back
Rian,
on.
we need you to bring your boots.
No, I'm cool. I'm okay. Last time I was in the ring, I got hit in the head with the belt, and they ain't seen me since. So I'm cool.
We're going to need you to bring
Come
those
on
boots,
home.
Rian.
You know the door is always open.
I'm all right.
Come on
Yeah,
home.
and I'm keeping it closed. Lock on it. I'm good. I'm good. Appreciate
Rian's
it.
skills returns
I'm all
to the ARC.
You
That's
got a sledgehammer for that.
You see, I've made it no
Yeah,
secret,
I'm good, man.
no secret at general manager that I am very, very open to bringing past narratives, restoring Crash Testing to its glory. And I think
So,
ARC, Rion Skills, get Willie on the phone, reunite that tag team. What do you think, Rion?
I don't think that's a good idea. Sorry.
I think it's a
don't
great
think it's a good
idea. It's not a good idea. It's a great idea.
I mean, the tag team titles, they're
I
coming.
don't think it is.
They never lost those titles.
It's what I remember. So, you know, kind of like Brubaker and Marche back at the beginning during the Destiny Reborn.
You should. I'm giving you permission to strip us. I'm telling you right now, you can strip us. You ain't got to go no further. It's totally fine. I'm telling you, I'm a ready concede to all whatever you need to me to get to make sure that the next generation of Crash Testing Wrestling Tag Team Champions, it's fine. I'll say it for Willie.
I
If
kinda feel like-
if you want to find another person for Willie, I'm good. I'm all right. Thank you very much.
I would
Good.
like to see CNC Destruction
But you still have
Versus-
your ARC shirt.
versus Willie and Rion in a tag team title match. I mean, picture that on a flyer. Man, I love my job.
Hold on.
It's like
hold on.
playing fantasy wrestling.
No, first of all, no, because this is the only time that I'm going to shoot when it comes to stuff like that. Who you think they're going to beat up first? It's not going to be Willie. Willie going to be on the other side. No, thank you, appreciate it. They're going to ref. They've been wrestling. And I'm going to go for Willie because the fact that you only call him Willie instead of Willie the Bomb Richardson should tell you something. He's like Prince. You can't just mess with Prince. They will mess with me. I'm not doing that. I appreciate it, but I'm not doing it. You have to fire me. I'm not gonna fucking do it. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna do it.
I'm just saying.
I'm just saying. This is the only time that I'm gonna just go off for no goddamn reason. I'll be damned. The teams. You have the Wolf Guard out there. You have the CNC. You could just team them up. I'm pretty sure you can find another tag team. You're Born to Fight. Born to Fight is out there too. They love fighting. It's in their name. Find somebody else. You don't need. I'm good. I'm good. Find the ARC. They take up all the time. You can put two of them in there. It doesn't matter what two is in there. You can find somebody else. I'm good.
I'm just saying that the crash tested wrestling tag team champions that
Mhm.
never lost deserve a chance to defend
No, they don't.
their
No,
title.
they don't. No, they don't. That's the problem. That's the problem. See, it's the ARC that won. There's representation of ARC. So they already got it. So you can go ahead and have two of them go and do it. I'm all right. I'm fine. You can have someone else go and switch that up. It's totally fine. I read the rules. You can have representation of someone from that crew to go and defend said championships. You can go ahead and do whatever you want with whatever iteration, but I'm out. I'm good. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. But no.
Red, we got our work cut out for us to make this happen, but rest
Yes, you
assured,
do.
we
Yes,
will make
you
this
do.
happen.
No, you won't.
You'll give
No,
me
you
what I
will
want.
not.
You'll give me
The
what I
hell I
want.
will. The hell I will. You would find something else to do and find somebody else to quit playing with me.
Steve, I got it. The perfect solution.
Tell me.
So you assign him the tag team championship match, right?
Right.
I come out with the tag team championships, right?
Right.
Whoever the opponent is, you bring them out, right?
Right.
Then you bring out a second ref.
I'll fucking leave. I'll leave.
No, I
I'll
have
leave right
him
here.
in the ring anyway.
I'll
And he gotta stay.
I'll fucking
I
take off
love
so
it.
fast.
I
I'll fucking
love
run
it.
away. I'll run away. I swear to God, I'll run away. It's real. I'll run away. I'll run away so fast. I'm gonna get fired. I'm gonna get fired. I got nothing to lose. I'll run the hell away. Are you kidding
There's
me?
no way. There's no way I fire you.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'll fire myself. I'm gonna go ahead and get out of there. I'll pink slip myself. I'm gonna come in with the pink slip. You ain't been playing with me. I only joke, man. Let that happen. Let that happen. Oh, you have no idea. I'm looking right at both of you. I'm like, I'm out. I won't even flinch. You gotta find somebody else.
All right. Well, so we're gonna have to work on Rion and soften him up like a side of beef.
Oh!
Let's move on. Also Saturday night, SCW presents Hangover. So we're gonna drop some information on you right now that has not been announced yet. Here's the card for SCW Hangover as I know it right now. The Amazing Turtle is in action in Shabance, and he will fight VIP in a one-on-one match. We have got El Dorado from the streets of East LA versus The Price is Right, VJ Price, who was just involved in one hell of a match against Jim Blaze at Steam Hollow Brewery. So that should be a very exciting match.
This should be a grudge match, right?
It certainly is. They don't like each other at all, and it's going to come to crescendo at Shabance. Also, Caribbean Arrogance member Chuco takes on the Psycho Derelict Chris Ward in a one-on-one match in Shabance. And his partner in Caribbean, however you want to pronounce it, Arrogance, Jay Manny, is involved in a triple threat match. Apparently, Rion is still sucking on his lemon, or he's considering our offers for tag team titles. And Jay Manny of the Caribbean Arrogance is in a triple threat match against Elite Marco Anthony and Aaron Xavier, the evil genius. Aaron Xavier and Marco Anthony have a feud that goes way back. Enter Caribbean Arrogance, and it should be a hell of a triple threat match. And also, it is the return of DeCobra. He returns to SCW and takes on the real sharpshooter, James Kennedy, in one-on-one action. And the coup de grace, JPH, the returning hero, is back. And he is taking on none other than the king of the whole damn show, Miles Silky Mercer.
Okay.
How excited are you, Red?
We gonna end this homecoming real quick.
JPH learned some stuff. Came out a completely different human being.
Yeah.
Miles Mercer is the same old Miles.
But who's got more experience, JPH or me?
Well, I mean, JPH went toe-to-toe with Dustin Rhodes.
That was okay.
He's
Dustin
dead.
Rhodes. Dinosaur.
Yeah, well, I mean,
Don't you think I'm going to equip Miles with the tools he needs?
what are you going to give him a bulldozer? Because that's what he's going to need to dig himself out of that hole.
No. No.
I mean, not that I don't. I mean, I love Miles. In fact, like I said last time, I owe you guys a debt of gratitude because Miles Mercer and C Red essentially carried me to the back after I got beaten down by Powell. So I'm not disparaging Miles in any way, but don't you feel like he's kind of out of this league here?
Nah.
JPH, former champion.
No, it's time for us to show what the king of the whole show is about. And
What titles has Miles won?
really?
I mean, he wears the Burger King crown around his neck, but you know, at SCW, he no title.
So do we have to remind you of the show we're getting ready to talk about next, where he won the whole tournament?
He did win. He is the medallion.
Do
champion.
we have to remind you he is still the C3 Ultimate Champion?
Well, I forgot about that.
Yeah. See, so
So okay, so you're saying Miles is equipped to handle JPH?
yes,
You gonna be in his corner?
Steve. I'm not telling you everything.
Well, that's fair because I'm not telling you everything about what's gonna happen at Crash Tested Wrestling because I want you to be surprised.
I'm Steve. I'm never surprised.
And by the way, don't miss Wreckage tomorrow night. I'm going to appear alongside Steve Kenton and the Don Cameron Wayne.
And are you even going to get a word in?
Well, I think it's going to be a very professional.
Thank you, Rion. Thank you.
I feel like I'm going to be able to express myself properly. They're going to listen and react, and we're going to have an educated conversation about everything.
Right. If you take your glasses off and communicate with your eyes.
Yeah, through your eyes, nothing else.
Come on. These guys, Steve Kenton, former Crash Tested general manager, and one of the best play-by-play men in wrestling, cameraman, ring announcer. I mean, Steve Kenton has many tools in his bag. He's a professional.
That ain't got
You're right.
nothing to do with it.
Did C-Red just drop his stick? Yes, he did.
Yeah, I did.
Start a fire at his house. Mama Red not going to be happy about that.
Oh, well, she upstairs asleep.
That's how those fires get you while you're asleep.
Anyway, so that's SCW Hangover this Saturday also in Shabazz, Illinois, right?
And hopefully there'll be no Powell entanglement. So they'll see how that goes.
Come on, because we got to get to Sunday because I told you I got a bone to pick.
All right, so we're gonna talk about Sunday. And I'm trying out.
You trying out what?
How's that look? That good?
Looks crazy. Why?
Purchase.
No. Look, ticket taker. Look.
Oh, can I have your ticket?
Would you talk about the show?
I got it.
Would you talk about the show, please?
Oh, okay. Well,
So I can go on my rant.
I got some. There's a lot happening. IPW this Sunday, show 2, season 1, episode 2, or season 10, whatever season. There are no titles to these shows. It's just number 2. Right?
Okay, just come on.
IPW2 in Rion We Trust. That's what I'm calling it. Very impressive match. We have got the villain, Joey Roth, the Chicagoland champion, defending his title in a rematch situation from last month versus the Amazing Turtle. I think the title changes hands. And
Really?
Joey Roth has had that title for 1,246 days.
Damn.
That's a lot of days.
Damn.
That's a lot of days. That's like, there are 365 days in a year.
Oh.
I mean, that's some Bruno Sammartino, Hulk Hogan shit, is what that is.
Oh.
I mean, hell, your boy Roman Reigns has only had it for what, 500 days?
He's close to 600.
Joey's more than doubled him. Acknowledge him. Fred, acknowledge Joey Roth.
I don't have a problem with Joey Roth. I think he's a great Chicagoland championship.
Acknowledge him.
Chicagoland champion.
Acknowledge him.
And he's going to defeat Turtle. They say your arm's too short to box with God. And Turtle's gonna find that out Sunday. He's gonna find that out.
All right. So that's one exciting match. The Queen of Mean, humbled at the hands of Nikki Nix.
Oh, she wasn't humble.
For revenge.
We were robbed, and that's why I went to the IPW offices and demanded a rematch.
You went to offices?
Yeah.
I didn't even know they had.
Don't worry about it.
I don't know where the offices are.
You ain't supposed to know.
Oh, that's right. I'm the ticket taker. Yeah, okay. That's fair. That's fair. That's fair. You don't get when you're hourly wager help, you don't get to know where the corporate office. That's okay. That's fair. All right. So we got Renee, the Queen of Mean, versus Nikki Nix, the rematch. And if I remember correctly, and I do because my seat at the door was very clearly at ringside, so I could see everything. And I seem to remember Renee going, "Stop! I'm hurt! Stop!"
Again, false accusations. Therefore, we demanded a rematch, and we got it.
So Nikki's gonna tap Renee again, and then we're gonna move on to the next one.
No, we're gonna snap her neck. Now, next match.
Yeah, that's my trainer. You're not snapping nothing. You take liberties, and you're gonna get your soul taken by the ticket taker.
I ain't worried about it. Next match.
I'm gonna punch your ticket. Ooh, I like
Next
you.
match.
Let's workshop that. That would be a good T-shirt. Punch your ticket, or like Indiana Jones, no ticket. I got ticket references all day.
Man, would you go to the next match?
Well, the next thing on my list is the debut of the ticket taker. What a good! No, I'm just kidding. We have Ewok versus Aaron Stone. Both these men have titles. I don't know if they're on the line, but they look good in the picture.
Here's the problem.
Here's the funny part.
Here's the funny part. Yeah. Hey. I saw Stone's promo. He bit off more than he can chew. I just believe Ewok is gonna drag them dreads all over the VFW hall and kill that boy.
I love Aaron Stone and his enthusiasm and his appreciation for the finer things in life. But I call out wrestlers sometimes because that's what I do. I would never call out Ewok because he is frightening. He is a striker like I have never seen. And I think the world sleeps on Ewok way too much. I think Ewok can rule the world.
He's a baby Shibata. That's what I call him as. He is a baby Shibata. He is a handful. He is a Suzuki. He is one of those New Japan-esque young boy dojo type cats. Old school, punch you in the face cats. He was able to beat Stone with one arm, damn near. Like that says a lot. Like he.
I remember the first time I saw the Ewok fight was at Chicagoland Championship Wrestling when it debuted. And he is so incredibly gifted. It's a crime that he's not wrestling on television on a regular basis. But I think the world will catch up and understand what he is. And nobody cuts a promo like him. And he will say anything he wants in his promo, regardless of profanity, regardless of intention. The man doesn't care. He's absolutely fearless. And unfortunately, as good as Aaron Stone is, I think I'm with C-Red, and he's going to get drugged by the dreadlocks because Aaron Stone does not know what the Ewok knows. Only the Ewok does. Don't question the Ewok. I'm serious. I'm afraid of him. But that's so. I'll say hi to him just to be like, "Hello, Mr. Ewok," and he'll be like, "Hey," and that's all I need. And I just go sit in the corner, taking tickets. Another match that C-Red has some personal interest in is the legendary Purple Haze match, which I can't wait to see. Now, you have to go back to 1987 in Japan at the Tokyo Dome to find the last time we had a Purple Haze match. Purple Haze match is nothing to sleep on. They don't do it because it's so dangerous. You have Blue Lucha versus C-Red, and when they come together, there's a Purple Haze. And we all remember what happened at the Tokyo Dome. That's called Crayola logic. Red, what's your comment?
I still would like to know, why did IPW management feel they had to go outside the country to find me competition?
Tokyo Dome, Purple Haze match. People are going to be coming from overseas, from Wuhan or wherever the virus came from to watch this match. We haven't seen it since 87.
First of all, I don't need them people to come. I'm coming.
Magnum TA was popular when this match happened.
We don't need to.
I mean, I appreciate competition, but somebody that I know nothing about.
Purple Haze match.
All I know is
Jushin Thunder Liger was the age of the New Kids on the Block at the time this match was done in 87.
Let me explain. I got a lot of pent up frustration.
Blue Lucha.
And I'm going to take it out on Blue Lucha.
But this isn't a little drunk man. This is a luchador.
Just like I stretched that little drunk man.
You're not going to stretch Blue Lucha.
It's going to come down to it. I'm going to take his mask.
That's what happened in 87 in the Purple Haze match. That's what started it. You can't even find it on the internet anymore.
So keep playing. Keep playing. IPW is going to suspend me because I'm hurting somebody.
I'm going to turn on my phone and I'm going to sit with my back at the ticker taker window and I'm going to do commentary on this match on my iPhone live on Facebook. And I'm going to educate everybody on the Purple Haze match. And we're going to talk about Jushin Thunder Liger when he was 12 and Magnum TA when he was 17. It's a coming of age thing.
And I got another question. Ticker taker. How the hell did Diesel, Trax, and Shine Danger, we talked about this earlier, how they become hosts?
I know exactly. I can answer this question.
And a bar is 2 feet away. What kind of host are they going to be?
This is the easy one.
What kind of host?
You get the two people that will drink profusely to host the show because it's another step in me paying my dues.
That ain't got nothing to do with you paying your dues. If anything,
You know how
The
many
bar's
shows I've
gonna be
hosted?
happy.
You know how many shows I've rung announced? I'm playing second fiddle to two drunk men that can't even stand up half the time. I'm at the door. I work the crowd. That's my job. That's the one tool I have in my belt. And I get to
Trying to figure out how they gonna host.
do my job.
How they gonna host from the bar? How they gonna host
You
from the
want
bar?
purple haze and pulling off masks? I'm a
How they gonna
mask
host?
off.
How they gonna host from the bar? That's what I want to know. How these two idiots gonna host from the bar?
Don't know. There are some dudes that are paid in mysterious ways. So I'm gonna sleep on it and see what happens.
Well, sleep on it and talk to somebody, because I'm just
I don't know where the offices are. Red, how am I gonna talk to anybody?
why am I not the host? I should be the host. I'm a better host. I'm on here every week. I should be the host. You can be the damn host.
No, I can't dues. I haven't paid the dues. Apparently, it's like union fees. It's a stipulation. It's like condo fees.
Why you over there laughing, Rion?
You won't be laughing when you and Willie are defending the crash testing titles.
I'll
You
run
won't be
away.
laughing.
I'll run away. I will run. I guarantee I'm faster than Willie. I'll run away. I'll run away. I'll run the hell away.
And the final IPW announcement is, while I'm taking tickets at the door, not doing anything in ring, my former tag team partner apparently issued an open challenge. I saved the man's life, and I'm taking the tickets. Jake Adams is back out of nowhere. I was the one that headbutted the boy that was killing him. That was me. Greenwood, I was there. Taking tickets. Welcome back, Jake Adams. I'm sure I won't be tag teaming with you soon. So, Richmond Park. The VFW. It's easy to get to. It's palatial. The drinks are inexpensive. It's a Sunday afternoon. Bring the kids. But if you bring the kids, don't drink. That should be pretty easy. And come see me at the ticket table. I'll take your ticket. I'll walk into your chair. Hell, I'll sit next to you and I'll narrate the matches. We'll do whatever we have to do. IPW, first class entertainment. You get your own commentator. Extra $5. I'll sit next to you the whole time and I'll commentate the shit out of it. You want an own personal commentator? I got you. It'll be like cameo with a twist. We should probably get out of here. It's been like 2 hours. This is like 2 hours.
Yeah.
That's not my fault. That's not my fault. You're the one that wants the Purple Haze match.
I didn't ask for that.
Magnum TA almost died. And you want it. You'll get it. He gave you what you want. Oh boy, let's
wrap
see.
it up.
Oh, wow. Okay, this is exciting. Hang on. Today is the 19th.
Uh-oh.
Next Tuesday is the 26th. Next Tuesday, we have a very, very special episode of the Power Hour.
Why is that?
Waiting for this.
I already know. I already know what this is. Man. I already know what it is.
I'm glad you do.
Next Tuesday night on this network, we have a show versus show match. The first time ever. Show versus show. And we are the young ones that respect our elders, because without them, there would be no Power Hour. Next Tuesday night, we reunite the dream team from Sunday mornings in Maryville, the morning after, versus the Power Hour, as Max Holiday is our guest. And you have C Red and Steve, and you have Rion and Max, as if God himself came down and said, let there be comedy. That's next week. you feel, Rion?
I'm all right.
Give you what you want.
I didn't ask.
Can you feel it?
Can you feel it? Ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to thank Skylar Reed for joining us tonight. We will have him and Devin August on this show as we get closer to the reboot in September, as the season begins next year for Rocket Pro Wrestling. Don't miss May 14th, Kicks on 66. It'll be great. This Friday night, CSW, Bad Friday, Franklin Park, come out to the show. It's going to be hot. CSW versus Ring of Honor. Then you got Double Shot. Saturday night, Hobart, Indiana, Crash Tested Wrestling Aftermath. Will Brubaker be there? Find out. Come to Hobart Saturday night. In Shabance, SCW Hangover. Can Miles Mercer finally climb the ladder and get a shot at something other than just wandering around aimlessly? We will answer these questions Saturday night in Shabance. And then on Sunday, come see the second ever Purple Haze match. Come see two drunk men fall over a ring and probably break something. Come see Nikki Nix destroy Renee Van Peebles and make her tap one more time. Come see the Ticket Taker. Come to IPW Sunday, 2 o'clock, Richmond Park. It's going to be a gas. For the Urban Sensation Seat Red, for the Real Deal Rion Skills, I'm just Steve, and we'll see you next week on the Power Hour versus the Morning After. Until next week, kids. Man, I wish I had the Morning After song to play right now. Good night, everybody.